What's going on, RCDS family? Again, my name is Joshua Carter with RCDS Lifestyle, RCDS Nation, just RCDS brand. And been a while since I made a video. I spoke about why it's been a long time since I made a video on my podcast yesterday. And the reason for that is just I wasn't myself. I was letting things that are completely out of my control, completely not worth me batting an eye at. I had let the anxiety and the depression take ownership of my life, so to say. When someone says you need to take ownership of your own life, or if you ever heard the term, own your own baggage, I was letting the anxiety and the depression control my life. And that's what I wanted to make this video about, specifically talking about the direction that we're taking RCDS. We're still going to be the brand that speaks about and teaches and coaches from everything to physical fitness to mental capacity. But I really am zoned in on the mental aspect of that. Physical fitness is something that comes second nature to me. If you called me right now and asked me for a workout, giving me the routine that you want to do, the goals that you have, I can spit it out to you, quality work without even thinking about it. But with this mental fitness part of this, when I say mental fitness, I've spoke about it in videos before. Anxiety and depression is something that it really does go unspoken about, especially in the African American culture. It's something that we get told that it's not a big deal. We're just being soft. We're being a baby. You'll outgrow this. Well, I'm 34 years old, and it's something that I still deal with every single day. Something that people around me, my loved ones, are now starting to be affected by my decisions to let the anxiety win and the depression win versus trying to overcome that. Now, someone may say, are you a therapist? Are you a psychiatrist? Are you a doctor? Can you prescribe a medication for anxiety or depression? Absolutely not. But I'm here as a advocate. I'm on the front lines with this thing now. Anybody can go to the gym. Anybody could go run a mile. Anybody can go walk a mile. But when it comes to the mental part of it, a lot of us can't even get out of bed in the morning. A lot of us can't even walk out the front door in the morning, or even find the ability to do those things. And for me, my own personal experience, it has affected me. It's probably been a month since I actually did a video, but it had affected me so bad that I would go somewhere, I would go somewhere, get in the parking lot and turn around and come back, or go sit in the car somewhere, because I felt the anxiety was kicking in too strong. It was kicking in to the point that I didn't even feel comfortable being in a place where I felt comfortable with just the day before, possibly. Whether it was a gym or Starbucks or a library or like an office space. It just, for some reason, it just compelled me for the month that I was absent from everything. Social media, well, not social media, but my podcast, blogging, everything had took a hit, basically because I was letting this thing win. And I'm going to be on the front lines about this. I'm going to take anxiety and depression and other mental issues that people suffer with every single day and make it my responsibility to coach, help, what I deal with on a daily basis, be very transparent with it, because I'm not the only one. Some people may watch this and think, oh, he's just incorporating something else into his brand. And that's not the case at all. The case is, this is something that I deal with on a daily basis. So if anything, this is like a journey to show you all, this is what we really deal with. The pulling out of the hair, the, hurting of your hands, the, some people cut themselves. Some people, lock themselves in a dark room and don't know what to do. It hurts relationships. It's caused my girlfriend to tell me that she feels some type of anxiety sometimes when I outwardly express what I'm going through. And that's another part of it. Dealing with people who don't understand what we go through every single day. Dealing with people who don't get the fact that this is not something that you can lay down and wake up and it'll be over. It's not like a common cold. This is something that it comes up in the weirdest times. Some people have it so extreme that it shows up every day. I could go on a streak of 3 days normal, and on that fourth day, it just takes over. You know, it stops from everything. There's been plenty of times where I've had plans to go somewhere, like to have a set schedule to meet somebody, and it could be a productive situation, and I'll cancel because my anxiety will tell me you're not good enough. This person is light years ahead of you, and you want to go sit down and talk to this person. You have not lost any weight, and you want to talk to somebody about fitness. That's one reason why I stopped making the videos, because I felt like people were looking at me like, man, you still 300 plus pounds. You don't need to be telling me about going to no gym. And that's how people are. Like, that's a real thing. People really will say that to you because they don't understand that it's a journey and you're going on your journey as well. They just want to see the end result, which really, if you're doing something like this, what's the end result? So it's just, for me, it's just about being on the front lines, being there to help, being there to understand, being there to I'm not going to say treat it, but, you know, approach it, face it, understand that you have anxiety, you are depressed, but your good days can outweigh these anxiety-filled and depressed days. If you have a situation where you may be going to do a job interview, you may be starting a new business, you may be pursuing a new relationship, you may be pursuing weight loss, but that anxiety is like got a chokehold on you. You don't know what to do. So you sit in the dark room, you try to read stuff online, you try to go get medicine, and that stuff is just going to band-aid it. I don't believe in taking Boost Spar, the pill for anxiety. I don't believe in sitting down laying on somebody's couch, you know, telling them your problem, because I just feel like that's a temporary fix. The way we're going to do this is you're going to have to connect with people who go through it every day and be that person's support system, be that person's love arm. You know, I know now I can talk to my girlfriend openly about what's going on, and she's not judging me. She may not fully understand because, like I said, people who don't deal with this, they don't get it. You know, they don't fully understand. They want to be there to talk you off the ledge and listen to you, but they may get frustrated. But she's now more aware of how to outwardly express herself when I'm coming to her with these things. I may not come at her the right way all the time, but she knows now. She knows now to separate bad mood from anxiety and depression. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that person in their life. So that's why they cut themselves or just sit in a dark room, because they can't pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm not having a good day. Can you come talk to me? And that person that's on the other line will be there in 10 minutes tops. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my purpose. That's my plan. I know it is. I feel like maybe I'm not a celebrity. I'm not no one famous, but the common person who deals with this. And I'm going to outwardly express it every single day. So thank you for watching the video. As always, the blog is rcdslifestyle.com. Eventually, you know, there'll be more content there. Eventually, I'll have programs for fitness. Eventually, we'll have exercises for the mental part of this. And, you know, I love any feedback, anything that we can do to help each other. You know, do your research. If you are someone who's watching this who doesn't suffer from anxiety, but you know someone in your life that does, do your research and see what anxiety and depression does to a person every single day and how it's affecting you as a person who's dealing with the person who's going through it. You know, I gave an analogy to my girlfriend one time that it's like a drug, and the person, it's like dealing with a drug addict or an alcoholic, and they're having like a streak of good days, and then they go out and use again, or they go out and drink again. You just don't know when it's going on. You don't know, as the person trying to cope with that person, what they're going through. You don't know when they're out using. You don't know if you give them a little bit of money, are they going to go spend it on drugs or alcohol? Same thing with anxiety. You don't know if something has triggered that person that day and now they're shut down for the rest of the week, rest of the month, rest of the day. so you don't know what to do. So I know how to approach it from both sides, because just from talking to people, doing my research, and being a person who's dealing with it directly, I can be that advocate for you. This isn't about money. This isn't about anything else. This is about helping people and helping us understand what we have to do. So, with that being said, as always, like I said, my name is Joshua Carter with RCDS Lifestyle, and I appreciate you watching the video.